Hi, it is, I think, 11 o'clock on Sunday night, and I have a flight tomorrow at 10 to 7, which means I'm waking up at, I think, 3, so in 4 hours. I hadn't considered that until just now, so that's exciting. I'm a little bit terrified because I'm doing something that is very outside my comfort zone, but I'm also very excited. Going away for a week, and I just know it's going to be amazing, and I'm not going to vlog, but I'll probably maybe put in some clips, and definitely at the end I will tell you all how it went, but I'm just letting you know my feelings at the moment. I'm terrified, but I'm also very, very excited. So, I'm just also really proud of myself for doing it, because, I don't know, I've been talking about it for a long time, and now I'm gonna go do it, and I have no idea what to expect, but I'm just glad I'm doing it. Okay, so it's like 3:40 I think at the moment, and I don't know if I told you guys, but I set my alarms for like 4 o'clock wake up and then leaving at 4:30 and that kind of thing. And I woke up at 2 in the morning, briefly spoke to a friend in Australia, and then realized that I'd set my alarm for the wrong time. So I quickly, at 2 in the morning, changed my alarm clocks to 3 in the morning so that I'd be up an hour later in time for my flight, which thank God I did that. So anyway, I'm on my way now to get a bus, to go to the airport, to get a flight, to get a bus, to do this thing. Woo! It is so dead now. So terrified, but also so excited. I can't even begin to explain it. I've never flown Ryanair before, and my first impression, we don't even have seat pockets like in front of us, and the safety card is just on the chair. So this is gonna be interesting. What a week. I can't believe how quickly it's gone. It's been so amazing, and I will talk more about it when I get back, but what an amazing week. Okay, I don't even know how to begin to describe the week I just had, and I don't think I'm going to talk about it too much because it was a very special week and I don't feel I want to share it with the whole world, which is fine. What I am going to say, however, is going in, or before I sort of went, in my mind, it was a sort of social boot camp, because I am terrible in socializing with large numbers of people, and this was quite a large group of Europeans, and I had to deal with that. So for me, it was sort of a challenge, but it was also fun. Like, I was expecting fun things, and it was amazing. It exceeded my expectations by miles. I didn't really know what to expect, but I did know I was very nervous about it, and everyone was just so lovely. Everyone was there to make friends and socialize, and it was just the most amazing week, and I am so, so grateful I did it. But as I've decided to not speak about it, I want to just quickly talk about my flights there and back. I flew there with Ryanair and back with EasyJet. So with Ryanair, I knew I wanted a hand luggage because that was my clothes, and so automatically I was forced to buy the 2-bag deal, that you get like a bag and a hand luggage. So I did that, and I very cleverly packed for that. Only when I arrived did I realize that on the way back I only had 1 bag. So I knew it would still fit because I didn't pack that much into the second bag, but I also knew it would be a bit tight. Then I got there and they gave us lots of little freebies, and so I had even more stuff to deal with. And then of course with laundry, it all just doesn't fit the same way as when you pack it. I know my bag generally fits the hand luggage rules of EasyJet, so I was not too worried, but it was a little bit overstuffed. So what I did when I got there is that first of all I have a little bag around me with like my phone in it, so I had that, and then I had my hand luggage. And when I realized they were like actually properly measuring, which I get. My camera died, sorry. So when I got there, I took out a bag that I'd pre-prepared with a towel and swimwear that I could put on if I didn't have enough space. So I got to the thing and I just wanted to measure my bag before I put everything else on, just to see if I didn't need to take anything else out. And the lady said, no, you can't take in 2 bags. And I said, I understand, I just want to measure it. And she said, no, you can't measure it until you've put the bag in the bag. And I said, I'm not putting the bag in the bag, I'm wearing the clothes. Can I please just measure this? She said, no, you can't. And she was just being really stubborn about it. And I said, please, can I just measure it? No. And she just kept pointing to the bag that I was holding with clothes in it that I was planning on wearing, saying bag in bag. I was like, fine, okay. So I went to the bathroom, put on my swimwear, wrapped my towel around me, and went through. And then she looks at me, I put the bag in, and she says, no, put your bag in the bag. So this was my other bag that had my phone in it. Technically, I don't think it's allowed, so I get that. But first of all, can EasyJet please understand that female clothing rarely has pockets, and that is my equivalent of a pocket. What I ended up doing was I had one thing with me, literally one article of clothing out of the whole week's worth of clothes that had pockets. So I wrapped that around me, and then I used the pockets to put everything else in the pockets, and then I put the bag in the bag. And then finally I tried to go through and show to them that I could do it. I put the thing in the measuring thing, it fits, I walk through, and then the lady who's checking my boarding pass says, I need to see that bag and that it fits. And I said, but I did that already, I showed you. She said, no, I didn't see it, I want to see it again. And I'm just like, but I already fit it in. Anyway, so I walk back, put the bag in the measuring thing. I was one of the first at the gate, and yet I was one of the last, I think, on the plane, because by the time all this was done, I finally got to EasyJet. I've flown EasyJet countless times, really hundreds and hundreds, and I love them usually. I just wasn't too pleased with this customer service. However, once I got on the plane, the flight attendants were lovely, and it was all great. I just wasn't too happy with that experience. That being said, I don't blame anyone specifically. There was this one woman who was really not being nice, but at the end of the day, it could have just as easily been head office that had told her off in the past for being nice. So I don't know if I want to blame her or EasyJet, or if anyone is really to blame. I just wasn't too pleased with it. I was also a little bit annoyed that my little bag wasn't allowed in, because I saw plenty of other people walking through with a little bag around them instead of pockets, because like I said, female clothing doesn't have pockets. Anyway, it's fine, but EasyJet, that's my tip for you. Allow people to bring a little tiny bag if they don't have pockets, because it's literally no different. And then our flight was delayed, so in the end I was standing outside for half an hour in like 35-degree heat, wearing 3 jumpers, a towel, and swimwear that was still a little bit damp. But I didn't have to pay €50 to put my bag in the hold, so it's all good. Also, one very quick last thing. I understand EasyJet has random allocation, that's fine, but next time please warn me if I'm sitting in a exit row aisle, because I would appreciate that. Thank you, bye!